My name is Zhange Ni, and I got my PhD at the University of Chicago Divinity School, and I studied religion and literature. Right now, I'm an associate professor in the Department of Religion and Culture at Virginia Tech, and that is a university in America. And I'm working on a research project that's tentatively entitled The Cult of Fiction in the Age of the Internet. And the subtitle of this project is Chinese Religions, Digital Capitalism, and the Fantasy Boom in the 21st Century. So that's a tentative title. And I'm here because I've been working on my project for quite a few years, and I need this big chunk of time to do the actual writing. And I actually looked at several places, and I was particularly attracted to IEA Nantes because this place is highly interdisciplinary. And as you can see in my project, actually I bring together my expertise in multiple fields like religious studies, literary studies, and there's also some elements of media studies or digital studies. And I think this place fit me particularly well. And in addition to that, I have a few friends who were here in the past few years. And they all said good things about Nantes, and they recommended me to apply for this place. So the subject matter of my research project is Chinese internet literature, and it's a very new phenomena. And so I would like to describe internet literature in China, in contemporary China, as a mass reading and writing movement. And we have never seen anything like this before in human history. So right now, I think the total number of users, so including writers and readers of internet literature in China, is about 500 million. So that's a huge number. Also, it's a crucial juncture. It's a transition from print culture to digital culture. And I think we need to pay close attention, to pay close scholarly attention to this kind of phenomena. And I also noticed that in this field of internet literature, people actually have been producing and consuming fantasy. So fantasy is a type of imaginative literature that invokes magic to build imaginary worlds. And that's why, as a scholar of religion and literature, I step in. Because in order to build imaginary worlds, and writers and readers, well, not just writers, but also readers, and they invoke traditions of Chinese religion. And they revive and they reimagine ideas and practices in the Chinese religious traditions, and they try to build connections between ancient ideas and practices or ancient technologies with contemporary technologies. And that's a very interesting thought experiment. So this whole movement is of a huge scale, and it's a crucial juncture in human culture, because that's a transition from print culture to digital culture, and the role played by religion is crucial. And that's why I think I have been doing some very important research. I have been living here for over 8 months right now. And I think I've been working nonstop. And I enjoy working nonstop. And here we have weekly seminars, and we have 3 meals, common meals every week. And so outside that boundary, I always stayed in my office, and I did reading, outlining, and I'm like drafting my book manuscript. I'm working on my chapters. And I also found the seminars very inspiring, and I enjoyed the intellectual rigor here and also the friendly atmosphere. And at the meals, well, actually, I had like very intellectually stimulating conversations with my colleagues who are from all kinds of fields and from all over the world. And I think that's intellectually very, very stimulating. And I really enjoy my life here. I wish I can stay here longer. Nantes is a city of a perfect size for me. You know, I'm originally from China, where there are huge, huge cities. And everywhere you go, you just like, you bump into people. And then I was educated in America, and I worked in America. Actually, I've been living in America for a long time. And I lived in a small college town, which is middle of nowhere. So I could walk for an hour without meeting anyone. That means I'm from two extremes, either too many people or too few people. And I wouldn't prefer Paris, because Paris is somehow that kind of city I'm already familiar with. And then, so I'm from Blacksburg, a small town in the US. I love that small town, which is lovely. But sometimes I just need to be close to cultural activities, to other people. And I think Nantes is a perfect combination. It's like, okay, it's the golden mean in the middle. Here you do have a sense of city life, and you're not overwhelmed by a big city like Paris or New York or Beijing, Shanghai. And on the other hand, it's not a small town. And you have nice restaurants, and you have beautiful parks and gardens, and there are like all kinds of like cultural activities around, and you have a real life here. And that's why I prefer Nantes. I recommend other scholars, so please apply.